morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you are. It's 11:15 in San Diego, so I guess I can still. It's Sunday morning, it can be loose. I hope you're doing amazing, and I wanted to make sure that I got through to as many people as possible and ask for help, or really offer you an opportunity to feel awesome, to help me gift together. I want to gift some significant sums of money to neighbors in need, to some homeless people in my community. Last month, during First Saturdays, I gave a wad of cash to one of our regulars, the Birdman. You may have seen the video I made about the Birdseed Millionaire. Gave him $175 to do with whatever he wanted to, which he planned to get a used wheelchair, as well as buying a bunch of birdseed to give to the birds because of his veganism and his mission to be kind to animals. And I wanted to do it again. The money I got, the $175, was my Patreon check for last month. Patreon.com/Halcyon. People can support me to do work in the world, whether that be help the homeless, First Saturdays, or Hug Nation, or Pink Heart, all these things that I do without getting paid for. Patreon says, hey, right on. I'm gonna buy you a beer, or more significantly, support for that kind of work. So I decided to take all of the money that was given to me last month and give it to one homeless person. And it was awesome, and I want to do it again. So I want to encourage as many people as possible to to chip into my Patreon, patreon.com/Halcyon, so we can get as much money as possible. And to really sweeten the deal, to make it a win-win-win-win-win-win-win, if you donate at the $20 level, you get free access through the end of the year to my Love Warriors group. That is normally $111 a month. For donating $20, you give $20 to do something magical for the homeless, and you get something worth $111 for free. Oh, let me tell you what this $111 free, it's actually priceless. It's actually priceless. Oh, we have a weekly Zoom meeting on Sunday afternoon, and it's a support group for us to be our best selves. We share our wins of the week. We make commitments to the future. I give an assignment each week of something to do out in the world. It stemmed from and grew out of a post, That Thing in the Desert integration group, to try to, what can we do? How do we support each other to be that vibrant, loving, open-hearted, giving self that we are when we are at our best, at festivals, at That Thing in the Desert, etc.? How do we keep doing that in a default world that is putting us down and dimming our light? So together, we get together, I give assignments, and we have a Facebook group where we share our wins and also the struggles to try to lift each other up and share the things that go on in that challenge of trying to be your Burning Man self in the world. I had a thing happen. I'm going to share it when we gather later today for the group, which you could be invited to if you support me at $20. And that $20 goes to the homeless. If you're just joining us, what? It's win-win-win-win-win. I've cut out most of my caffeine, and then I had 2 cups of tea, so maybe that's what's going on right now. But I am excited. So an example, one of the things that we try to do and help each other and remind each other in the group is be the first person to say hello and wave and hi as you pass strangers, instead of going to that default world head down thing. And so this week I had an experience where I actually, I kind of like smiled at a guy as I was going for a walk to the grocery store, and during my kind of lunch break, and he came back as we passed. I'm like, hey, I said hi, and then he kind of says, I really like your look, and I'm like, thanks. What's your name? And then I learned a little bit about maybe I was participating or communicating in a way that I didn't intend, because he's like, what are you doing later? It was this exaggerated, flamboyant way of, like, it was so clearly, he was just basically saying like, what are you doing now? And I was taken aback. I was like, I have a lunch meeting, but it was like, oh, right. that is one of the challenges of being friendly to people. And it's actually a bigger challenge for women. Maybe, we could discuss that in group if you think, nah, that's not true. I think that one of the struggles that women have in the world is the more friendly you are, people take that as flirtation. And so one of the things that we talk about is how do you be kind while not miscommunicating? How do you gift to someone without making them feel like you're giving them pity? That's something that I try to practice all the time. It's one of the things, as I was giving to this person, the Birdman, as I gave him the $175 last month, I didn't go like, oh God, poor you. I listened to his story. We talked a little bit. And I said, well, how could this help? Could I help you this way? I said, you know what? I have something for you. And he was like, oh man, it's quite a cool story with him, because he actually he got in some trouble because he got a ticket that he can't pay. And so he's planning to go to jail soon. And he's like, oh, this money's great, because when I get out of jail, I can buy a sleeping bag and a coat so I don't have to sleep on cardboard. It's like, oh man. So I want to do that again. I mean, it's getting colder. And it's awesome to give somebody a sandwich. It's awesome to give somebody $5, even $10, but to give someone $50 or $100, it's like that they have different options. Like, whoa, okay. The one woman I talked to, she had a business idea. She's been wanting to buy and sell CDs on the internet, but her phone, she does have this old phone. She goes, I need to upgrade my phone plan. I need a Boost mobile card, a $50 Boost mobile card, and I'll be fast enough for whatever that she needs. And I trust her. I'm not going to try to say that won't work, or I'm not going to tell Birdman like $100 for the Birdseed. That's a terrible idea. No, the whole point is to let people feel abundant. Anyway, I'm going on and on. If you want to chip in any way, if you're uncomfortable with Patreon, you can send me a PayPal. My PayPal address is paypal@stin.net, and I'll give it to him that way. My Patreon, patreon.com/Halcyon. And if you go at patreon.com/Halcyon at the $20 level, you get free access to and welcoming and open arms and to the priceless Love Warriors group that we've been doing for like 3 months. And it's normally $111 a month. I just want us all to have as many opportunities to gift and lift each other up as we go into the end of the year. End of the year traditionally is a time when gifting gets distorted and horrific, and there's so much obligation and guilt, and it just, So now is more importantly than ever that we kind of have some exercises and reminders and a community of people that's reminding us what's important about this time of year. So I hope you can join me. I hope you find a way to feel connected and feel giving and hold on to what is beautiful about this part of the year, no matter where you are. So I love you very much, and thank you for joining me this morning. Hello, everyone who's here live. Hello, David and Shelby and Roberta. Anthony's here. Happy Sunday. Hello, Chris and Amber. Anthony's saying to post the link. Good point. Hello, Deidre. Becky, Max, Alexandra. Hi. Dana is also putting out a call for help to get to San Diego next Thursday for wish fulfillment before her mastectomy. I'm not going to let my dirty mind venture what the pre-mastectomy wish fulfillment might be. Thank you, Lorian. Vladimir, Diana. Asher saying, empowering people to ask for what they need and pushing the recognition that we all need things is important. Yes. Yeah, if you haven't joined me ever on a first Saturday. It's a really beautiful opportunity to connect with people that are so often dehumanized. And one of over the 10 years that we've been doing it, I realized that a big part of First Saturdays is not about helping homeless people in the way that you'd think. It's not about giving them food and clothing, although we do that. It's not about giving them clean socks and toiletries, although we do that. It's actually two other things is the most important thing. One is giving volunteers an opportunity to gift from a joyous place and trying to role model and explain how gifting can be this thing that feels so powerfully good that you do it from a place of your joy instead of from a place of your guilt. So teaching people about gifting is one of the reasons for First Saturdays. The other reason is to be that consistent face of dignified acceptance and love to people month after month after month after month, year after year, in a world that is giving them so many reminders that they are less than human. And so, and a lot of the people I've talked to, they say, like, I come each month not because I need anything, although it's nice to go shopping because I don't get the opportunity to shop normally, but it's to see people. And you forget how, keeping someone alive with food is not the same thing as keeping someone alive through love and respect. So once again, if you want to help out with my gifts to the homeless at First Saturdays, the big gifts, actually you can say, hey, I'd rather this money go towards care packs, and we definitely need money for that. We're out of soap right now and we're out of razors. But I'm specifically trying to raise money to give big gifts of cash to individual people, and just saying, hey, we trust you. We want you to feel abundant. Do whatever you want with this. And you know what? That could mean they go out and buy themselves a bunch of liquor. Although the people that are the regulars that I've been talking to, I'm not worried about that. Patreon.com/Halcyon. If you want to you can learn more about First Saturdays at facebook.com/helpthehomeless. And you can always just PayPal me a little bit if you want to help in that way through paypal@stin.net. And I hope that you find a way to make yourself feel connected and of service and bring yourself joy through giving other joy some way. And keep reminding yourself that that is what gifting and Thanksgiving and the holidays, well, I don't want to tell you what it's about, but if you just passively let the world tell you what the holidays are about, it'll be the obligation to gift. And that's not a gift. If you have to give a gift, that's a transaction. So enough of that. Don't let me go too deep into that. Let me say thank you for listening to me this morning. Hope you have a beautiful end to the weekend. If you want to join my Love Warriors group, it's $111, or free if you give me $20 on Patreon for the homeless. $20 for the homeless. It's a win-win, homeless win. And you and I get to share through the end of the year with my Love Warriors group and the awesome small group of people that are helping one another to be our best. So any questions, let me know, or chime in forever, speak your piece, or hold your tongue, or lick your toes, or something like that. I don't know. I love you. I love you, Dana. Hello, Anetta and Joyous and Mitch. What a treat. And Melanie and Mickey. All these good people. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend.